Once they used to walk and roam on this planet, but right now you can only find them on fossils and museums. Animal Tube presents Top 10 Extinct Animals. Number 10. Passenger Pigeon. Passenger pigeons used to fly in flocks of over 1 billion birds. They roamed all over this continent and into Canada and Mexico. If a flock was to fly over your neighborhood, it would literally duck in the skies for a week or more. If they were to land in a forest or something in your neighborhood, when they would rise the next morning, it would look like it had snowed from maybe 2 or 3 inches of droppings.
And the eruption of wings, it was so loud that these men with guns were terrified.
They were hunted for their plumage and their edible meat. By the end of 1800s, there was only 14 left, and by 1914, there was only 2 left. They were in the Cincinnati Zoo. It was a male and a female, and the last to die was a female, and they had given her the name of Martha. Number 9. Quagga. The quagga is an extinct subspecies of plain zebra that lived in South Africa until the 19th century. It was long thought to be a distinct species, but genetic studies have shown it to be the southernmost subspecies of plains zebra. The last wild population lived in the Orange Free State, and the quagga was extinct in the wild by 1878. The last captive specimen died in Amsterdam on 12 August 1883. Only 1 quagga was ever photographed alive, and only 23 skins are preserved today. Number 8. Thylacine. The thylacine, commonly known as Tasmanian tiger, is native to continental Australia, Tasmania and New Guinea. It is believed to have become extinct in the 20th century. The thylacine had become extremely rare or extinct on the Australian mainland before British settlement of the continent, but it survived on the island of Tasmania along with several other endemic species, including the Tasmanian devil. There is still a bounty of $1.75 million offered by Tasmanian tour operator Stewart Malcolm for anyone who can bring a live thylacine. So watch out! Number 7. The Great Auk. The Great Auk was a beautiful bird of bizarre proportions. Its ribbed beak was huge and unwieldy, its legs were too short, and its stubby wings were far too small to carry its big body into the air. In these regards, the Great Auk's clumsy appearance rivals that of the dodo. And that's not the only thing these two birds have in common, for the Great Auk too was driven extinct by human cruelty and carelessness. The last colony of Great Auks lived on the Great Auk Rock in Iceland. This islet was a volcanic rock surrounded by cliffs, which made it inaccessible to the humans. But in 1830, the islet submerged after a volcanic eruption, and the birds moved to the nearby island of Elde, which was accessible from a single side. The last pair found incubating an egg was killed there on 3rd July 1844 on request from a merchant who wanted specimens.
Fowles, a young man, I think probably in his 20s at that time, he had the opportunity to found the auk in a place where it would have nested, but by that time there was only the male left, and he actually shot it.
Number 6. Beige. The beige is a functionally extinct species of freshwater dolphin formerly found only in the Yangtze River in China. The locals lovingly called the dolphin the goddess of the Yangtze.
We surveyed the river using 2 different survey vessels, visual surveying using binoculars and big eye telescopes, and also by acoustic surveying, towing a hydrophone behind one of the boats. So we'd not only be looking for dolphins but also listening out for their distinctive clicks and whistles.
Number 5. Dodo. The dodo is an extinct flightless bird that was endemic to the island of Mauritius, east of Madagascar in the Indian Ocean. Subfossil remains show the dodo was about 1 meter tall and may have weighed 23 to 47 pounds in the wild. The dodo's appearance in life is evidenced only by drawings, paintings, and written accounts from the 17th century. Because these vary considerably and only some illustrations are known to have been drawn from live specimens, its exact appearance in life remains unresolved.
In popular imagination, the dodo is an inept, harmless creature. But the skull tells a different story.
The most incredible feature about the dodo was this extraordinarily large head and bill. The horny tip would have been shed and regrown each year for feeding and for fighting. This would have made this bird very fierce indeed.
There goes our last female.
Number 4. Saber-toothed cat. A saber-toothed cat is any member of various extinct groups of predatory animals that were characterized by long, curved, saber-shaped canine teeth. The large maxillary canine teeth extended from the mouth even when it was closed.
Massively built, Smilodon may have weighed up to 750 pounds, 25% more than the biggest male lion, and it carried some serious weaponry. Imagine 2 steak knives attached to a massively muscular beast. With the hunting skills to use them, the saber-tooth was engineered to kill. This fierce cat could conquer any prey, even a mammoth.
Number 3. Mammoth. A mammoth is any species of extinct genus Mammuthus, commonly equipped with long curved tusks, and in northern species a covering of long hair, also called as woolly mammoth. At different era and ages, mammoth came in different size and species. Depending on the species or race of mammoth, the diet differed somewhat depending on the location. Although all mammoths ate similar things, for the Colombian mammoth, the diet was mainly grazing. American Colombian mammoths fed primarily on cacti leaves, trees, and shrubs. These assumptions were made based on mammoth feces and mammoth teeth. Number 2. Direwolf. Think direwolves are 100% fictional? You're wrong. Jon Snow and George R. R. Martin may have an epic imagination, but he didn't completely make up these Game of Thrones creatures. The powerful canines that we now call direwolves. The real direwolf is long gone. Since 1988, the American Alsatian Breeders Association have been combining various dog breeds in order to bring back the look of the large prehistoric direwolf. The resulting pictures have been described as calm, shaggy, and distinctly wolfy. Number 1.